Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. Today's video is all about my brand new LYMA Pro laser. So many of you were commenting asking me to hurry up and make this video, so I'm thrilled to be making this video. I waited so long for the LYMA Pro and I can't wait to tell you all about it. But before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name's Trina. I'm 50 years old. I make videos mostly about beauty devices, so if you're interested in this topic, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel before you leave. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I will leave links to all of this down in the description below. So in this video today, I'm going to tell you all about the LYMA Pro laser and how it is different from the original LYMA laser that I've had for a long time now. And basically, the LYMA Pro laser is the exact same laser technology as the original LYMA laser. It's just 3 times as big. I can get done with my whole face in 10 minutes, whereas this used to take 30 minutes. So it's a huge time saver. So most of this video is going to be a recap about the LYMA laser technology because the technology hasn't changed, just the size of the laser has changed. But I love using this laser so much more than the original. I'll talk you through all the features of the laser technology, all of the skin conditions that it treats. I have a demo. I'm going to review many FAQs that I still get about the LYMA laser all the time. Since we have a lot to cover today, as always, I have created chapters in this YouTube video so that you can skip around to watch whatever section is of the most interest to you. So the LYMA laser is a cold laser, and that's what sets it apart from any of the other laser devices in my collection. This laser is 808 nanometer wavelength. It is low level laser therapy. It is not LED. When you turn it on, you will see red light come out of the head of the laser. That is just light indicating that the laser is on. It is not a red light therapy device. It is a low level laser therapy near infrared 808 nanometer laser. The 808 nanometer wavelength is invisible to the human eye because it is near infrared. So that red light you see is just an indicator that the device is on. And this is good because you want to make sure that it's on and it's working, but that's what it's for. So don't get confused in thinking this is a red light therapy device. It is not. It is very different. It penetrates deeper and much more precise than a red light therapy device. And that is the benefit of having a laser device that is low level laser therapy, because you're getting a more targeted laser light that goes deeper as opposed to a more dispersed light that works at the surface level of the skin, much like red light therapy does. But how it's different is that this cold laser technology triggers a genetic switch inside each cell. So the claims are that skin is dramatically transformed, wrinkles are radically improved, elasticity is restored, sagging is reversed, and pigmentation is faded. It is a bigger lens for faster results. And I was thrilled with the results that I got from my original LYMA laser when I tested it a while back. I have a couple of YouTube videos on my channel if you'd like to watch them. This laser definitely works, but I stopped using this one because it was taking way too long. The recommended protocol from the LYMA concierge when I first got this was to use it for an hour a day on my face and my neck, and I think I was doing the back of my hands, and I was supposed to use it for 1 hour. And even throughout my testing of this device to make a YouTube video, I couldn't keep it up. I bumped down to 30 minutes a day, which is too time consuming, and I gave up. And so I stopped using this laser. Even though I know it works, I have so many other devices in my collection that work much faster, and so I stopped using this. But when I heard that the LYMA Pro was launching, I was so excited because I could get done with my entire face in 10 minutes as opposed to 30 minutes. And then that opens up more time for me to spend on other parts of my body, like my neck or my hands, or anywhere on my body. Since it takes 1/3 the time of the original laser, I can commit to using it more often. And since I've been testing this, I am grabbing it more and more because I find that 10 minutes is over so fast. I usually will do it before bed after I get all my skincare on, and it's over so fast that I often will end up going over 10 minutes because I'm checking email or I'm scrolling on TikTok or I'm listening to a podcast, and I find it just goes by so fast. So I've been much more consistent with this laser, and there's something about the LYMA laser that just makes my skin glow. And I noticed this the first time around when I was using the original LYMA laser. I noticed a glow, and I've started to see that glow come back by using the Pro. So I'm really, really excited. I'm motivated to keep using this because this really does work. The first time around when I was using the LYMA laser, I just remember my skin was glowing, and I go to get facials at Osea. I work with Osea a lot, and they have a spa down the street from me in Venice. And I go there from time to time to get facials. And this esthetician that was giving me a facial, after the facial, she said, "Your skin is so bouncy. You have so much elasticity in your skin. And at your age, I don't understand." And I was beaming because I said, "I've been using the LYMA laser. This is what I've been using every single day. I've been using this for 30 minutes. And it's making a difference in my skin." And just to have somebody who's a trained professional with the lights, like looking at my skin at like hyper detail, giving me a compliment like that made me feel really good. So I can see the difference when I look in the mirror. An esthetician can see when she looks at my face while she's working on it. I think that if you've got the budget, go for it because the LYMA laser is awesome. And last time around, they didn't have any clinical studies. This time around, they do. I was really excited to see that on the website. Data is so important to me, and I know it's very important to most of you watching. So I will go ahead and link to those clinical studies and the clinical data down in the description below so you can read through that. I encourage you to click through and read more about it because now there's data to back up the claims that this laser has been making that it works, and all we had before was before and after photos. And that's one of the reasons I was so diligent in using the original LYMA laser for my original test where I was doing it 30 minutes a day because I wanted to see if it would work on my face, and it does work. It did work. The photos showed results, and now they have the clinical data to back it up. So I'm really excited to report that because this laser is almost $6,000, $5,995. So that's essentially $6,000. That is so expensive. And it's nice to know there's now data to back up the claims that this device works so you can feel more confident in spending this amount of money on a laser. And you can sign up for a payment plan at around $500 a month if you want to space out the payments for this laser. And then the original LYMA laser is $26.95, so $2,700. Still very, very expensive. And you can do a payment plan of $225 a month. So I know that this laser is very expensive, and I get asked all the time, do you have a promo code? And I do not have a promo code for either of these lasers. There was a wait list for this laser for the longest time, and I had to wait personally a really long time to get this. So I don't think they're offering any discounts because they don't have to because the demand is so high. However, there's a chance that they might offer a flash sale around Black Friday. They've done that in the past, and I can ask them if they would be willing to do a holiday special flash sale promotion for this community. So if you would be interested in that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you would be more interested in a promo code or a giveaway, because maybe I could partner with them to do a giveaway. I can't promise anything because these lasers are so expensive, but I want to try. And I have been able to get a promo code in the past, so I want to try again. I really want to offer you a discount if it's at all possible. Let me talk you through what the laser can treat, because it can treat basically everything. It treats wrinkles because it stimulates collagen in the dermis and the epidermis. It lifts, sculpts, and tightens skin, again, by stimulating the body's natural production of collagen. It helps with jowls. It lifts, sculpts, and tightens skin around the jawline. It will lift, sculpt, and tighten the neck and smooth out tech neck lines. It helps with pigmentation, and this is a huge concern of mine. I remember when I used the LYMA laser before, it really helped brighten up my melasma flare that I had. I have another recent flare, and this laser definitely works to brighten up pigment. It is a cold laser engineered to reduce the appearance of pigmentation and sunspots to create a more even looking skin tone. I can just put this on a huge melasma patch and just hold it there for 3 minutes, for example. You don't have to glide the laser, you can hold it as well, and it definitely works. And I'm using the Dermrace Revive laser as well, but the Revive is a 1064 nanometer laser, and that's a heat-based laser, and I'm using that one to stimulate collagen, tighten my skin, and brighten my pigment, and it's working really well. So I'm going to use that laser along with my LYMA Pro laser to accelerate the brightening of my pigment. Because this is a cold laser, it plays with all other devices in your collection. There are no conflicts with any other devices. You can even use this laser after you've done microneedling, for example, and your skin is healing. It will help with the healing process. It will help speed recovery. It will help soothe your skin and help with inflammation. I used my LYMA laser to help my skin heal after I got my Cosmelan chemical peel. So it's just really great to have a LYMA laser in your collection, because when your skin is healing from microneedling or from, say, intense radio frequency, if you did an in-office treatment and did radiofrequency microneedling, or if you've done a chemical peel, you cannot put heat on your face. Like, I don't put any heat on my face because it hurts. My skin is red and irritated, and I found the LYMA to really help accelerate healing and soothe my skin. I just really love that I have the Pro that will help me to treat my skin so much faster than I could before. It also helps with scars. It will transform the appearance of scars, old and new. You can use it on your face and your neck, and you can use it on the center of your neck, but I'm really careful with my throat and my thyroid, so I probably won't use it here. I imagine you could glide it across, but don't hold it like right on the center of your neck. But you could do some holds on tech necklines that you have on the sides of your neck. You could definitely hold it here to do turkey neck, or like on your jawline, anywhere you want to treat your skin. And you can use it on your body, you can use it on your chest, you can use it on your hands, your arms, your knees, your legs, anywhere that you want to rejuvenate your skin, because this laser is stimulating collagen and elastin production to smooth out your skin and make your skin glow. So that's what this is really good at. So when you get the laser, it comes in a stand, and you can store your laser right in the stand. And it comes with a charging cable that is magnetic, so you don't have to take the battery out and charge it separately like you had to with the original LYMA laser. And that is so much more convenient, because I've been charging this up a lot just to make sure it's at full power and it's not going to die, even though I don't think it will, because I'm only using it for 10 minutes. But it's just so convenient to have this magnetic charger cable. It just snaps right in, and then I just leave it to charge overnight, and I pick it up the next day to use it, and that's been really convenient. It also comes with this really nice padded carrying pouch to keep it safe. And I definitely have traveled with my LYMA lasers in the past. I brought mine to Greece a couple of years ago, and I definitely recommend bringing it in your carry-on luggage, because I wouldn't want to risk checking it and then my bag gets lost and I lose my laser. So I always like to keep my devices with me. There's also a little cleaning cloth to keep it clean. You also get their oxygen mist spray and the glide gel that you can use with a laser, and you can use your own skincare as well. I recommend trying out the LYMA skincare to see if you like it with the laser, and then when it runs out, you can use your own, or you can incorporate your own with the LYMA products. That's what I do. The thing that I really love about the LYMA laser is that it's an 808 nanometer wavelength that penetrates through whatever you have on your face. So you can use it if you have makeup on, you can use it if you have sunscreen on, if you're on the go. I don't recommend that. I like to use it on clean, dry skin, then put on skincare and then use the laser, but it will penetrate through whatever's on your face. You can use oils, which is great. With all the other devices I have, it's using an electrical current usually, and oil will block the current. You do not need to worry about this. So I love to use my luxurious serums and oils with my LYMA laser. So you can layer those oils on top of the LYMA skincare, or you can use your own oils and serums on their own. So there's just a lot of flexibility. I love how the LYMA laser seems to fit into a skincare routine for me personally when I'm able to test out more of my luxurious skincare products. It feels like a very high-end self-care spa moment at home every night for 10 minutes, and I have just been loving it. The device is painless and portable. You charge it up and then you don't use a cord. You can grab and go, you can bring it with you, but I would make sure to just bring the charging cord with you in case you need to charge it up. It claims results in 30 days. It is suitable for all skin tones. There is zero pain, zero damage, zero downtime. It was engineered by laser scientists, geneticists, and plastic surgeons. As I mentioned before, there is clinical data now that supports the claims of this device. The LYMA offers free express shipping with all duties paid, so you don't need to worry about that. It has a 14-day return policy, but you can only return it if you haven't opened it, so don't open it if you aren't sure, because it's very expensive. And it comes with a 2-year device warranty. Now, there are some contraindications listed on the website. I always recommend, when you're going to make an investment, go to the website, read all the fine print, read the return policy, the warranty, the contraindications, make sure the device is going to be a good fit for you before you buy it, so that you're not surprised later on. So now I will show you a quick demo of how I use the device. I start off with clean, dry skin, and I will spray my clean, dry skin with the oxygen mist. And then I'm going to show you here the glide serum. This is a wonderful serum that really helps you glide the laser across your face. However, because the LYMA Pro is so large, you don't necessarily need to glide it across your face. You can just hold it for 3 minutes on the specific areas you want to treat. So you don't really even need to use a glide serum. It's totally up to you. I encourage you to test the serum, play around with it, see what you like. But I've been doing this cocktail of these 4 wonderful luxury skincare products, and I've been loving it, and I'm hoping this is going to help me accelerate results even faster. Starting off with my Mara Pearl Peptide Glaze Hydrating Facial Essence. I love this stuff. It's very, very hydrating. Because it's an essence, it's my first step, and it just adds a lot of hydration and slip to my skin. Peptides are extremely important to me, so that's why I love this Mara product. I've been loving this. Then I put a layer of Angela Collia's Cell Forte Serum. This is a serum that is award-winning and it has exosomes. And this is a serum that reduces the signs of biological aging. So it seemed like a perfect fit to use with my LYMA Pro laser. And then the next layer is my Korres Velvet Skin Drink with resveratrol. I've been using this with my original LYMA laser. I love the slip that this provides. And then the last skincare item I put on my face is this African Botanics Neroli Infused Marula Oil. I love using an oil with my LYMA laser because the light will penetrate through all of these skincare products, through the oil. This oil that's loaded with nutrients and antioxidants. It smells like a dream. I love it. But you can use whatever skincare you want. You don't have to use these. I love these. They work really well with the laser, and my skin has been looking incredible lately. If this sounds too overwhelming, definitely just start out with the spray and the glide serum that come with the device, and then you can try any of your other serums later on. And now I am ready to use the device, so I take it off the stand and I push the button on the back to turn on the device. And I'm just going to simply glide the device slowly across my entire face. And that is it. It is so easy, and because I put so much skincare on, including that oil, there's a lot of slip on my skin, so it's very easy to glide the device across my skin. And I'm making sure to cover all of my trouble spots, which is basically my entire face. But you can see here I'm getting my 11s, my hooded eyes, my crow's feet, my forehead lines, and then dropping down to my crow's feet, my cheeks, my lips, my cheeks again, and then covering my melasma, hyperpigmentation spots underneath my chin, my jawline. And then I will move to the sides of my neck. And I don't do the center of my neck because I don't want to mess with my throat or my thyroid. And then at the 3-minute mark, the device will flash like this. And it's an intermittent flash, and it's just for a few seconds. And this is very important for when you're doing holds. You can do the glide method or you can do the holds method. Now I'm going to freeze the video while I tell you this because it's very important. This was something that I had to figure out because the original LYMA laser does not have a built-in timer, but the Pro does. So when it flashes like that intermittently for just a few seconds, you know you've reached the 3-minute mark. That does not mean that the battery is low. I thought it meant that the battery was low, but when the battery is low, it's going to keep flashing and it's not going to stop, so you know that the battery's low. When it flashes just for a few seconds, that's the 3-minute mark, and that is so convenient for when you're doing holds across your face if you want to do the holds for 3 minutes, because that's the amount of time that LYMA recommends for best results. And now I'll show you some of the areas I like to do the holds. You don't have to do it for the full 3 minutes because it really starts to add up, but I like to do the jowls area, the crow's feet area. Then I move on to cheeks where I have a lot of pigment on both sides of my face, and then crow's feet on the other side of my face, 11s, and the forehead, and then under the chin, and lips is another area that I didn't include. Okay, now I'm gonna get into a list of FAQs about this device. So number 1, I don't feel anything. Is it working? Yes, it is working. You will not feel anything. It's just light that's penetrating into your skin, so you won't feel it. This laser is very powerful, but it has a patented ultra diffuse lens, and there's 3 of them, which remove all of the laser's intense heat by the time the near infrared light reaches the skin. And it's stimulating surplus collagen production. I love the way that sounds. Surplus collagen production. We all need more collagen as we are aging and collagen is depleting, so I love the concept behind this laser, and it's helping to build a more dense and more elastic dermis and thicker and plumper epidermis. The result is transformed skin. Next question is, can I use the LYMA Laser Pro on black and brown skin? Yes, it is safe for black and brown skin. It is safe for all skin. It's a zero damage cosmetic laser technology. There's no risk of scarring to skin, which makes it safe for all skin tones. Next up, can I use the LYMA laser with injectables and other cosmetic treatments? The answer is yes. The LYMA laser is safe to use on areas that have received injectables or other cosmetic treatments. Unlike devices that rely on stress damage response, the LYMA laser does not compromise the integrity of these treatments, nor does it cause sensitivity or further damage to the skin. In fact, it's highly anti-inflammatory and can help reduce bruising and swelling following treatment. It also promotes wound healing, making it an excellent choice for use after more invasive procedures. Next question, can I use the LYMA laser with retinol, vitamin A, tretinoin? Yes, I do. I've been using it for years with the LYMA laser and there's no conflict. Because it's a cold laser, there shouldn't be any conflict with any retinol product. So that is all I have for you today. If you have more questions about the LYMA Pro laser or the original LYMA laser, drop them in the comments below. I'm going to keep testing this laser and report back to update you on how my skin is transformed. And I'm very excited to be tracking my results. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, share with a friend, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.